So this woman...
Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
This is the Donnie and Jonny story time, episode 3. How hard is that, by the way?
Listen,
We have less structure than any, and you can't even follow that, for God's sake.
If it's episode 3, they don't need the introduction again if they've stuck with us this long.
Well, no, wait.
I would have bailed.
How do you know? Well, don't say that. You're giving them ideas that they might not otherwise have.
We are the last 2 people in the world to have a podcast, so this is
That's how this podcast started. We got that government notice.
Got the message
that we had to have a podcast. I'm sorry, you were saying?
I was saying a woman turns 60 years old, and she doesn't quite like the way she looks. She feels better inside than she does on the outside. At least when she looks in the mirror, she doesn't like it. So she has a bunch of work done. And it's successful work. I mean, after a couple of months, and she's recovered and the swelling has gone down, she feels great. And she decides to go out and see what the public thinks about her new visage. So
visage.
Visage.
Vissage.
I think that's how you spell it.
Visage.
You're the one with the.
Is that a word?
You tell me. You went to Oxford. Is it a word?
Visage.
Her face.
Okay.
Her vision. The way she looks.
I'm sorry, for those just joining. So a woman has had plastic surgery. It's now she's gone
just
out.
Joining after 30 seconds?
Well, it's possible.
Okay. All right. She said, go, sum it up. Go ahead. Take the humor out of it. Go ahead.
So a woman who is 60 or in her 60s?
She is 60.
She's 60 years old, has had plastic surgery. It's now healed well enough for her to go out and meet her public. There was some debate as to whether she was going to show her visage, rhymes with dressage, and now we've gone with she's just going to show people what she looks like. Thank you.
What does visage mean?
I'm not sure. It's your word, so...
Yeah, I know, but I got a whole bunch of words. I never went to school at all. So I'm the opposite of you. I'm a complete autodidact. Right, so there's a lot of words that I read, but I've never heard them spoken.
Again, I think I don't know that we're helping the joke.
No, the joke's going to work. The joke's fine.
I find
the audience can stay with this.
I find
you apparently
at
can't.
This point, I'm going to tell you right now.
Go ahead.
I have serious concerns about you landing this joke.
All right, watch me. Okay. She goes to Starbucks and she waits in line. She gets up to the barista and she says, "Let me ask you a question. How old do you think I am?" And the kid says, "Oh boy, I don't know. Maybe 35, 40 years old." She says, "I'm 60." I am 60 years old. And the kid says, "Wow, you sure don't look it." And then later, she's in line at McDonald's again, and she gets up to the kid at the head of the line, and she orders her lunch, whatever it is, a Big Mac, or I don't know what she orders. I know she's on some kind of a anti-frying diet, so she doesn't get the fries. But in any event, I think she gets the apple pie. She says to the kid, "How old do you think I am?" And the kid says, "I don't know, ma'am. You might be 30, 35 years old." No. I am 60. I'm 60 years old. She announces it. I'm 60. 60 years old. The kid says, "Wow, you sure don't look it." She says, "Thank you." And she takes her lunch. She's sitting on a bench in the park, and she has her lunch. She's finished it, and this guy comes and sits at the other end of the bench, and she says, "Excuse me, sir, let me ask you a question." He says, "Go ahead." She says, "How old do you think I am?" He says, "I can tell you exactly how old you are, but you might not like my methodology." She says, "What do you mean? What's your methodology?" He says, "Well, I have to put my hands on your breasts. It has to be skin on skin. It's kind of like phrenology. It's not a sexual thing. It's just a way of me being in contact with you, so I can feel the vibrations. But it has to be my hands on your breasts. But I will tell you precisely how old you are." And she says, "What the hell? Go ahead." So he does. He puts his hand under her shirt and under her bra, and he's holding her boobs, and he's moving them up and down and left and right, and making clown sounds. And finally, after a while, he says, "You are 60. You're 60 years old." And he removes his hands, and she says, "That's amazing. How did you do that?" He says, "I was behind you in line at McDonald's."
Well, I want to apologize to the listeners I like the idea that we have listeners because I think I was somewhat instrumental in us not having video.
Yeah.
And they were deprived the opportunity to see you acting out the man's fondling of the woman's.
Oh, they got it. Everybody had their own mind picture.
Well,
Honk, honk. You know, come on.
The reason I want to apologize is because I thought, seeing it myself, that almost their imagination couldn't have done it justice. First of all, because the way you did it, she was very wide. Her breasts seem to have been possibly in different area codes.
Did I not mention she was a big Russian woman?
No.
No.
Well,
okay. I should have done that at the start. Yeah. She's wide-shouldered, you know, a husky Siberian woman.
The other thing I'm curious about with that joke.
Worked in a gulag as a child.
Why?
She was a gruel dispenser.
Why the inevitable clown horn sound when why does the human
Johnny, have you ever had your hands on a pair of breasts?
Other people's? My own?
Yes, other people's.
Do they make that sound?
Let me not.
Wait a minute, because I may be revealing something about myself.
Yeah.
In my experience, they don't actually make that sound unless
some do.
Okay.
But in most cases, you have to provide the sound, and it's to provoke laughter from the owner of the breasts.
I see. So
lighten the moment. Make it fun. It should be fun. Sex should be fun.
Okay, but funny?
Yes. Why not?
Because it's okay.
Go ahead.
I have, and I hope my wife isn't listening because I don't like to necessarily share intimate details, but I myself have never held or touched or fondled or manipulated breasts and made the clown sound.
You never honk honk?
What I'm saying is...
That's insane.
Is it your contention?
What's your position on motorboating?
I actually know what you're referring to in that because I think I've seen it in a movie.
I was getting worried.
I think I've seen that in a movie.
Ah, okay.
And I remember seeing it in a movie, thinking to myself, "Well, that's vulgar." And I hate to use.
Depends, doesn't it?
Well, this is my question.
Yeah.
Because one of the reasons I value our friendship, frankly, is because you're not, and you'd be the first one to admit, you're not a college educated man.
I am not. No.
You are.
See visage.
You are. You're kind of a blue collar type.
I am a blue collar man. Yes.
You are what the news refers to as a non-college educated white male.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Which is a new term, which I believe the media has created to make people feel good about themselves. Being non-college
I felt pretty good
educated
about myself before that, but
and white. But in so many ways, Don, and I say this with real affection, you have opened my eyes to a world of vulgarity that has been incredible.
You're welcome.
And so, and I've heard this joke a number of times, and the clown sound has always been a feature of it, and it always gets a laugh.
Yes.
And I guess my question is, have you ever stopped and thought to yourself, am I part of the problem?
No, I have never thought that. You know why it always gets a laugh? Because everybody relates to it. Everybody knows it. Everybody, men, women, they all know honk honk. They all know that because you've either been on the giving or the receiving end of that particular
Is this something you
endeavor.
think that humans have evolved to? And I ask.
No, I think it started this way. I think cavemen were the first ones to honk honk. That was they didn't have a language, so they just made sounds, and that is the sound of squeezing breasts. I think it's honk honk. Yeah.
So before there were clowns,
Yeah.
there was this sound.
Absolutely. Clowns evolved from this sound.
That's my question.
Yeah.
Are clowns the inevitable Darwinian process of the honk honk sound of touching breasts?
They are clowns. I think are the beginning and the end of humanity. Yes. I think that's where humanity starts. It starts with clowns, and it ends with clowns. It's a clown show, John.
So the T.S. Eliot poem, it ends not with
Who's this?
it doesn't matter.
What's the T stand for? Is it Timmy?
Actually, interestingly, Thump.
Thump? S. Eliot?
Thump
S?
Scott Eliot.
Oh. Where did you go to school again? Never mind. Go ahead.
The idea that it's a clown show.
Yes.
The idea that it begins with the sound.
Life itself we're talking about now.
Right. Well,
Yes?
again, it's your point.
It
I'm
is,
just
yes.
trying to get back to it.
Go ahead.
That it evolves inevitably and ends. It begins with the honking sound of breasts and it ends with clowns. Is this something you've just come up with, or?
It's not exactly what I said, but sure. Yes. Well, first of all, yes, I did just come up with it. I never thought of this before, but you know, it is a clown show. It's you know, it's meant to entertain, I think, life itself. The gift of life is the gift of entertainment, you know, and I think you have an obligation every day to be entertained, to find happiness, to find joy in life, to find laughter in life, if it's at all possible, because that's what life offers you.
Now, that's the most positive thing you've ever said in my presence.
Is it?
Usually what you say is...
I was pretty sure about your education. That was pretty positive. I was positive.
No, I meant...
Oh, you mean positive in the other sense?
Yes.
Positive, like a positive thinking, a positive thought, as opposed to negativity, right? That would be the opposite, right?
Yes. I mentioned this
I don't know. There was a look on your visage that was... Go ahead.
Because I didn't shave my visage. And if you don't shave the visage...
Yeah, you're going to swim slower.
Is this the same episode where you brought up the term motorboating?
I did, yes.
Thank you, because it reminds me of...
You found it vulgar.
As I find so many of the gifts you give me. And I guess my question is, if what you have given me is an expansive understanding of the world as it is, humanity as it lives, the existence of what I would consider just regular folk like you.
Yeah.
What have I given you?
Well, several things. You know, the first thing that comes to mind is you've shown me what not to do, which is good. You've taught me the meaning of pomposity.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Yes.
That didn't feel positive. This is a good example of positive versus...
No, but it was accurate. You know, you're a man of great accomplishment. Sisters-in-law.
Oh boy, we're out of time.
Really? Stay tuned. This is a good one.